it's Jane. Top 5 Wednesday this week, red covers. I went and had a look through my bookshelf and this is what I found. The first thing is this one. I'm trying to hold it so you can see the beautiful embossed cover. I actually have any number of volumes that look just a little bit like this. Small, old, beautiful smelling cloth bound secondhand books. It's actually one of my favourite books of all time. This is The Grand Babylon Hotel. This edition has a number of plates. The story was actually originally published in the serial form in a magazine. I can't remember the name of the magazine it was originally in, and which means that every single chapter ends with a cliffhanger. This is my ultimate comfort read. If I've had a terrible week or I'm sick in bed or something, this is what I read. It is an adventure story set largely, although not entirely, in a London hotel called the Grand Babylon Hotel. It has American millionaires and headstrong millionaire daughters. It has minor European nobility. It has kidnappings and all sorts of nefarious carries on at night. But the good win out overall throughout this. This is a super fun read. Okay, number 2. This is a real book lover's book. It's in translation, the Dumas Club. It was actually made into a terrible, terrible film starring Johnny Depp. They didn't use this name. It was called, I think, The Ninth Gate or something. If you happen to have seen that movie, please don't let what happened in that movie put you off reading this book. This is a fantastic read. It's a mystery that's all tied up with old books. And there are a number of plates throughout this where there are actual puzzles in the illustrations that you kind of try and figure out as the protagonist of the book is trying to figure it out. If you have read Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore, this is a great book with similar sort of tropes. I loved Mr. Penumbra, but this is better. So there you go, the Dumas Club. Here's another red book. It's an atlas. But it's not just any atlas. It is an atlas of the classical world. So it goes through and it has versions of maps to explain what's going on in classical history. Here is the world according to Ptolemy, or however you say his name, there with the P and the T. Here's Britannia with all the Latinized place names, and maps are another one of my weaknesses. It also has a section called Notes on Some Battlefields and explains where a lot of the classical wars actually took place, and it also has some beautiful black and white photographs at the back. So there we go. I'll just show you one. There is a photograph of Persepolis. So there you go. This one is also red. So I should own up, I am a fully paid up, card-carrying, crazy-eyed, born-again Christian. It may not necessarily show up that much in the reading that I do, because most of the reading that I do is fiction, and it is a truth almost universally acknowledged that the Christian subculture has much lower standards in terms of the fiction that it promulgates than it does for non-fiction. Yeah, so anyway, this, for anybody who's interested, is a modern take on how Christianity relates to culture. It was a really interesting read. So there you go. It's red. And finally, for Kids Lit Month, here we go with one that's red. This is a fantastic Australian picture book. A Skulk of Foxes and Other Animals, Collective Nouns. So it just goes through and tells you the collective nouns for a number of different types of animals. I didn't know it was a train of echidnas. Did you know it was a train of echidnas? A sleuth of bears, a murder of crows. Anyway, It's red, it's pretty, and that is my top 5 red covers. Hope you're well. Talk to you later. Bye.